The South African Human Rights Commission expressed great concern about the state of poor service delivery in the capital city. The Commission is of the view that this is a reflection that the human rights of the people of Tshwane are not respected and have called for intervention.
We recently held discussions with the city of Tshwane as a result of the lamentable state of service delivery in the city, which is partly caused by leadership instability at the moment, is also caused by the abdication of responsibility by certain executives in the city. And we hope that the Concord will pronounce on the leadership issues in the city so that there is stability, so that there is service delivery improvement.
Corruption under the COVID-19 project, another concern for the Human Rights Commission.
As you know, corruption undermines the enjoyment of human rights. Corruption perpetuates inequality and it undermines our constitutional aspirations. We urge and plead with the leadership of the city to put the interest of the citizens of the city of Tshwane first, but to also ensure that they fulfill their mandate, because the state is required to promote, to fulfill, to uphold the rights in the Bill of Rights. The leadership deficiencies or instability should not affect service delivery. We also urge the citizens of Tshwane, the residents, to also come forward with any information of human rights abuses and report such to the South African Human Rights Commission. But we are extremely concerned and we hope that there will be an intervention from the MEC for human settlements in the province, because the current arrangements have not really yielded positive results, because there is still mistrust between the administrators and the executives, and there are challenges also with the union. We've seen unfortunate incidents where they barricaded roads and there was refuse removal strewn all over, which is concerning, because we have to find a way of exercising our rights in a responsible manner. So we also urge the union leadership to work with the city's administrators, to work with the city in order to find lasting solutions. Local government is at the cold face of delivery. This is where most citizens and most residents experience government services. And that is where we think government should focus its attention and should step in when people's right to basic services is not fulfilled.
The administrators, initially there were 10 of them. There are now reports that many of them have resigned. I think there are only 6 left. As the Human Rights Commission, do you think perhaps that the quality of services, may it have improved or perhaps deteriorated under them?
Well, from the reports we've been receiving and the number of complaints that have increased, it does demonstrate to us that service provision has declined considerably, and this is something that concerns us. And we will be writing to the Department of Human Settlements and COCTA in the province to raise some of our concerns, but to also request a full and comprehensive report on this intervention, which was led by them, because it has unfortunately not resulted in improved service delivery.
Some parts in the capital city remain underwater challenges, in particular Hammanskraal, and the Human Rights Commission says this needs urgent attention.
There hasn't been any significant improvement. The remediation of the Apis River and the refurbishment of the wastewater treatment plant, there has been delays. We were informed by the administrators that they have put up a public tender in order for service providers to expedite the remediation and the refurbishment of the facility. It is quite disturbing that the people of Hammanskraal who are downstream are still subjected to water that is not fit for human consumption. We have engaged with the city. We have asked for a report. We have not received an updated report. There was also a parliamentary intervention. The portfolio committee also joined the commission and the city and the department to find solutions. So all these issues can be attributed to the current leadership challenges in the city, but we will also be embarking on a further inspection. We have asked the Department of Water and Sanitation to work with us to go to the community of Hammanskraal to raise awareness, to inform them of the progress. If you remember, last year we hosted a public meeting in Hammanskraal. At the time, we wanted to convene a public inquiry to get to the bottom of the challenges, the underlying causes of the current water quality concerns in Hammanskraal. So we have a responsibility to go back to the community, to report back on what we've done as the South African Human Rights Commission, but also for government to go back to the community to respond to some of these challenges and to advise what it is doing.
I know I said lastly, but again, if the status quo remains and there's no change, corruption prevails as we're seeing, and service delivery remains this poor in the capital city, what options does the Human Rights Commission have to at least bring some relief for the people in the capital city?
Although it is hot today, but we are experiencing a long winter, and it's a long winter of corruption, a long winter of maladministration, a long winter of poor governance and lack of accountability measures and structures. We will have to, at some point, step in. We are going to extend an invitation again to obtain progress reports. But as you know, the Commission has a number of options. We have a number of avenues. We can use various legal mechanisms to ensure that the rights of the residents of Tshwane are protected. We can use alternative dispute resolution mechanisms. We can fast track our investigations to ensure at the end of the day there is an adverse finding report, or we can litigate because there are people whose health is currently compromised because of the poor quality of the water. We've also recently received a complaint from residents who stay in Stankwater. They're saying they have similar challenges. And so this is concerning. So the city of Tshwane has to prioritize this. The Department of Water and Sanitation has to work with us and has to also exert pressure on the city to do its work. And we want to see intergovernmental relations at work. We want to see the Department of COCTA at a provincial level fostering cooperative governance and ensuring that service delivery is not compromised.
Apart from the alleged corruption that took place, in particular under the COVID-19 project in the capital city, the Commission is also concerned about service providers that are not paid. Now the Human Rights Commission plans to facilitate a string of meetings, in particular with the administrators. The Commission also plans to put pressure on the administrators to prioritize the needs of the people of the capital city. Patricia Fasaghi in Pretoria.
The Department of Water and Sanitation